Hello YouTube and welcome back to me trying to live stream. Uh, I am going to be playing Temtem as long as it works. Alright, just double checking all the settings. Alright, so this is Temtem. I'm not really going to explain much at all. Um, it's very similar to Pokemon, although I am always trying to find my live stream on my phone so that hopefully I can see chat there. Make sure the volume is down on my phone. Alright. So hopefully I should see chat on my phone, which of course on my last live stream when I was trying to look at my phone, it didn't work. Alright, so I think all this is good. I'm gonna lower the volume right now. Server connection has been lost. Okay. This game is early access, day one. It's an MMO, which is really difficult to manage well, and it's from an indie studio place game thingy. So there's a good chance I'm going to be disconnecting a lot. And oh, is this one going to work? Did I just lose the game? Let's see. Is it is it loading? Or was this a mistake? Was it a bad idea to try to stream this? Probably. Uh, Hello, Crazy Corn Monkey. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Right now we've got a fantastic black screen. Right now, I'm gonna use my phone and I'm gonna go to Twitter to see if there's any update on the servers. Yep, 43 seconds ago they closed the server for maintenance. Or at least 43 seconds ago they tweeted about closing the server for maintenance. So that's fun. And I'll need to update the client in order to connect. It says it should be done in about 30 minutes. So basically, I chose like the worst time to start streaming this. That's hilarious. So, in that case, can I? And I guess I can just close the game. Oh man, I figured there was going to be some kind of issue, but I didn't think the game would just not be available. In that case, I do kind of have a backup. Um, I mean, I could play Blue Star Defense 6. That is technically something I could do. All right. I personally would kind of prefer to play Dead Cells because I think that game is more fun. But I know that on this YouTube channel, Bloons does a lot better. So, well, Corn Monkey, since you're here, you get to decide. I will let you choose if I play Bloons or Dead Cells. I'm going to have to change the title of this stream so that it doesn't say Temtem, especially if it's going to take another like half hour. If that's true, if it does take another half hour, you said Dead Cells? All right, cool. Just say Dead Cells day 2 because I think I streamed this before. Dead Cells. All right. So hopefully that should change. Yeah, all changes are saved. Gonna refresh this page real quick. Let me get the game going. And then, yeah. All right, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to keep up with chat playing this game. And okay, I just put my phone at a farther distance so that I can actually see it, but then I realized, nope, can't see it from that far. All right, what am I doing? that work? Yes, there it is. And of course, let me know if the audio is too loud. I'm lowering it a little bit right now. I'm actually gonna say it in chat. Can I? Yep. As always, let me know if the game is too loud. Alright. So yeah, let's let's get into this game. I do have my keyboard set up. I mean, not my keyboard. Obviously, I have my keyboard set up. I have my controller set up, but that sounds really loud in my ears. So I'll give you a second to say if that's too loud, because I can barely hear myself. Gonna have to be hunting for that guy, which that's the king, or the king's guard. Ah, dang! It wants me to get all the way to the end. All right, well, that's probably not gonna happen. Although, while I'm waiting to see if you do tell me if it's too loud, or you can let me know if it's not too loud. That works as well. There was a, how do you do this? There we go. There's this secret thing that I never understood how to get, but I finally caved and watched a video. You think it's pretty good? All right, awesome. And similar to Temtem, I'm not going to take any time to explain what this game is, except for the sentence I was just about to say. It's basically like The Binding of Isaac meets 2D Dark Souls, if that makes sense. And speaking of Binding of Isaac, I know that Hyena, for anyone that doesn't know, a long-time watcher of the channel or whatever, he always wanted me to play Binding of Isaac, and probably a couple other people. But I always kind of said no to it. And then eventually I caved and actually started playing it. And it's a fantastic game. Like, not that I ever thought it was a bad game necessarily, but I didn't really think I would enjoy it because of all the themes that it has going. But yeah, it's fun. Maybe I'll stream it or something, but it's on console, or I have it on console, so it's gonna be a little harder to stream. Haven't actually tested if I can stream console in a while, so and I'm actually a little bit impressed with how well I'm doing. Ah, dang it. Considering I'm talking at the same time. And of course, as soon as I say that, I totally miss a parry. That was right in my face. So I'm curious, Crazy Corn Monkey, have you heard of this game before? Or did you just kind of agree to it because I said that I wanted to play it? Because I feel like the game's not that popular. But it's nice. I like it. It's really well made and all that. So I would hope it's popular. Alright, toxic sewers. Oil bomb. My sort of I was gonna say my sort of criticism about this game, which of course as soon as I started saying that I realized that I criticize everything, is that a lot of times I want to play it all like tactical and I want to play it all tactical and use good synergies with like fire and poison and bleeding and stuff. But then most of the time it kind of just comes down to, can I hit them really hard, really fast, a bunch? Like, I feel like a lot of the synergies that I come up with don't really work that well with bosses or something. Because then it just comes down to pure damage. Woo. and I'm really enjoying this run. There's not always this many opportunities to parry something as often as I'm doing. And yeah, so you've heard of it, but you've never played or watched it. Like I've said before, it's a fantastic game, and I highly recommend picking it up. Just because it's really fun, and it makes you feel awesome. It's one of those games that even if you're not that great, it doesn't take too much practice to be able to move all quick and do some good damage or whatever. I feel like if you like speedrunning, you'll definitely enjoy this. Nah, I do kind of like that weapon, but nah. Sure. Similar to Binding of Isaac, there's a lot of weapons, not really upgrades necessarily, but a lot of weapons that you can choose between swords, bows and arrows, shields, some random stuff that's not either of those. That one. So after you've played for a while, you'll start to memorize what everything is and what it does. And this is not where I meant to go. Is the timer paused here? It's not. Yeah, this is not where I was trying to go. What am I trying to do? That's right. Let's see. We'll go to... I'll go to the sewers. So there's multiple paths, as you can see. Each of these floors or rooms, whatever you want to call them, are random, procedurally generated. Don't want to say random because it's not true random or whatever. If I had made it here in under 2 minutes, I could get through that door and get a bonus. Or if I had killed 30 enemies without taking any damage and then made it through the door, then I could get through those. Disengage my finish. Yeah. So you can unlock all of these traits, which I guess are the upgrades, but you choose them rather than get randomly generated. There's shields, bows, swords, or melee weapons, I should say, powers, grenades, traps, and various other things. You can unlock with these cells currencies that you get, but I have this one set all the way down to where I only need to upgrade it one more time or spend one more cell in order to unlock it, because once you unlock it, it'll spawn for you right there and you can use it for that run. But I don't really want this ability. Like, I don't really feel like launching a storm of knives around me. So I just have it stuck at one, so if I ever do feel like using it, I can. But since I don't feel like using it, I don't want it to randomly spawn and take up a spot where it could have been something I want. Kind of the same for these grenades. I'm not really a huge fan of grenades. Swift Sword I might go for. The Whip, not a big fan of. Giant Killer. I guess I could go for that. Same for the bow and arrows. These two I'm not a huge fan of. Assault Shield. I don't want to charge forward when I'm trying to parry. I guess it could be kind of cool. And then there's all these traits that are interesting, but really not what I'm going for. Except for Frostbite. Frostbite's cool. And then there's these outfits that I'm just going to go for because, come on, cosmetics. Now let's see. I do want to... that works. Yeah. I want to use the greed shield because I can get a lot more money out of the run by using it. Let's see, extra damage to a frozen target while this one freezes enemies I parry. That's a great combo. And their remains explode, which is always nice. Don't really care too much about the grappling hook. Kind of just picked it up because it was there. Here I could do my attacks slow enemies down or inflict bleeding. But because I've just got like a one big strong attack type of melee weapon, not a quick attack, I think I'd rather just go for the extra damage for the combo or whatever. But I'd rather start with the attack following a successful parry inflicts extra damage, because that seems a little more immediately useful. Let's see. And similar to Dark Souls, you only get a limited number of healing items. And because I'm playing on a slightly harder difficulty than normal, as indicated by the hard right there, my healing items don't automatically refill like in between floors. Let's see. I'm trying to to do like a parry thing on these guys, but they're all, well, they were all using range. I could have gotten closer to that scorpion type dude, like that. See, and then the thing is that oh boy, dang it. Oh, wow. I can spend the time to wait and then parry, or just go up and hit them anyway. Like, I already do a lot of damage. I don't really need to wait for the parry and then that. But I guess it's fun and a little safer. I'm pretty sure I parried that one. That felt a little cheap, but that's fine. I probably should have gone for the trait that lets me heal after parrying. There are times where I feel like, yeah, I got this. This game is easy, and then just need to stop and take a second and remember that, nope, this game is hard. And taking quite a bit of damage. Does the game cost money? Yes, this game is not free to play. I don't remember how much it is, because I bought it like quite a while ago. But yeah, it does cost money. I don't think it was very expensive, though. Like, it's not like a $60 game or anything. Because this is also like a sort of a little indie game, kind of. Okay, I was like, where's that grenade guy? Yeah, just reading your comment for a second. And, well, I was going to say, you might have noticed the timer in the right corner-ish above the map. And then I was going to explain the whole, if you finish the floor in a certain time limit, then you get bonuses or whatever, which I don't think I'm going fast enough to really have to worry about that. Nope. The movement in this game is very satisfying. Let's see. Okay, and then certain places like this, it'll pause the timer, so you can actually take time to think about the choices you're making. Health. Ooh. That is kind of nice. But I'm putting more points into my health, or the survival tree or whatever. So this weapon, you can see, has red and purple in its icon, which means if I go for the red or purple traits, then that'll make it deal more damage. So I'm not going to go for that one. And this one I will get and swap out for the grappling hook, because pulling an enemy towards me and then the next attack inflicts extra damage, that is nice, but that's kind of what I'm doing with my parry anyways, so I don't really need the grappling hook. And I'm keeping that hunter grenade because the enemies will drop blueprints for new weapons and such. So obviously this grenade is going to help me pick up those blueprints. These enemies have already reached all the blueprints. Oh, dang it. I was trying to get the getting distracted here. Dang, if only I could pull that guy closer. I was trying to parry their projectiles, but it kept not really working out. No, poison. Nope. That was really close. I'm glad I was able to, like, what's it called? Frame cancel or, like, animation cancel my weapon in order to parry that. I feel like I was explaining something, but now I don't remember. Oh, right. The Hunter's Grenade. There's an enemy in one of the later levels that I know I still need a blueprint from, so I'm kind of saving it for when I fight that guy. Ooh, I like this one. I've not been doing too well, but this thing lets me summon this owl that will just kind of attack nearby enemies, which is really fantastic. But yeah, I might as well go for some of that. And I can... dang it. Of course. I can sort of activate the item again to make him deal more damage. But if I take damage, then he goes away and I have to respawn him. So he's fun. Lots of parrying. He can be really helpful for those little guys that just kind of fly up to me. Although this is kind of another time where it's like, instead of just waiting for him to kill everything, I should probably just swing my sword and get rid of them. Also, I didn't even realize, what is his thing? Shot to pierce the first target. Okay, never mind. Because I could have sworn there was oil somewhere, and I'm not sure what was causing it. I don't know. Maybe it's not oil. Maybe it's just the effect of me dropping on the ground. Really don't like these biter guys, because I'm always expecting to like stay and loot, even though you really don't need to, because it kind of auto collects for you. And that was a big waste of time. I'm always expecting to stay and loot those guys, but then they drop explosive remains. Yeah, again, it's fun to just kind of let it kill everything for me, but it's really not the fastest. See, and then here, I could use the ice bow, which would do way less damage. But, you know, actually, I'm just realizing now, kind of the reason why I loved having this shield and weapon combo is that, yeah, I can just leave. That's fine. It's usually better to take the time to explore everywhere and get all the potential gold and cells and all that. But sometimes I kind of just want to head forward or whatever. Cool, now I've got a new outfit that I can get once I restart, or like go to the next run, basically. Nope, that's not what I meant. Oh well, that's fine. Oh right, but the reason why I shouldn't use this Great Owl is because once I freeze an enemy with a parry, he's just gonna keep attacking it and then break it out of the freezing. So this doesn't even take its effect. So I should probably get rid of the owl, as sad as that is, and recover 1.2% of my health whenever I parry. That's going to be much better than dealing more damage or... well, yeah, dealing more damage after a parry. Okay, so this Cursed Treasure. It's usually very good stuff, like an extra stat point, basically. A very good shield. You know what? Yeah, I'll go for it. And then some extra money. So this shield will deal damage to enemies around me when I parry. And I'm just gonna let me get that owl for me. Oh, but the cursed treasure chest, it has really good loot. However, you can see that 7 skulls above me. If I take damage before I've killed 5 more enemies now, then it will just instantly kill me. So I need to defeat 4 more enemies. Today, yeah, here we go. So I need to kill 4 more enemies before the curse is lifted. And I'm currently at essentially 1 HP. Which can be quite scary. But the owl is actually really helping here. Because then I can just sort of sit back and let it kill things for me. I'm actually kind of surprised that this guy didn't throw a grenade at me. I can just run up and kill him. I don't know why I waited. Okay, so this guy still had something for me. So, oh right. Another outfit. Alright, that's cool, I guess. Ah, dang. So this guy is real annoying. Now I kind of wish I had that, now I kind of wish I had that frozen thing. The greed shield, that's what it was. Because, he just really doesn't stagger very well, and I can't quite parry his attacks. Or if I can, I don't know how. Also, that was totally not the enemy I wanted to use the Hunter's Grenade on. So now I'm just gonna have to go find that enemy again. Also, yeah, now I've stopped caring about the whole freezing thing, and dealing with these flying enemies is geez, not again. Does so much damage. And that sort of target dummy is gives shields to nearby enemies until I destroy it. So that was like one of the worst combinations of having to run around and dodge the bird while also trying to get the target dummy. And let's see, shop, don't really need anything. Or at least not any of the stuff that it was offering. Technically, I could use some more skills, like like a grenade, or it'd be cool if I could get another owl, but I don't think that's how that works. And I like how after I've got this awesome shield, as I said, or at least I think I said it was awesome. Now I've stopped parrying. But at that point I wanted to parry just because I was talking about how I wasn't parrying. Ah, dang it. Oh boy. Dang it. Ah. Oh, and I lost the blueprint. Dang. 602. Let me see. Are they back yet? Twitter. Have I been playing for 30 minutes yet? Is there maybe I'll just... Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm dumb. It didn't say it was gonna take 30 minutes to do the update. It was 30 minutes until they send out the update. I could have been playing Temtem for almost this entire time. Where is it? Here we go. Update. Alright, so that was Dead Cells. Let's see, what am I doing? Okay, so that was Dead Cells. Very fun game. Highly recommend it. Let's see. Okay, so I've got that one, quick bow, rampart. I think for the next run, I'll go with the quick bow and the shield. Because otherwise, I'm just going for another hammer. And it's like, the big strong attacks are fun, but it is also fun to just kind of go in and launch some arrows. And this mirror will tell me where the next blueprint I can get is, basically. So that's what I'll be doing next time. But anyways, I'm gonna stop Dead Cells. I'm gonna end the stream just for a bit, so I can restart it and have it specifically be. Oh wait, hold on. Before I do that, I have the new costume. But I can end the stream and then restart it specifically as Temtem. So what did I get? Neon outfit. Yeah. So now I'm all shiny. So, like I said, I will be right back with some Temtem, hopefully. That's going to be it for this stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.